What's up guys, James here. In my most recent discussion video, I talked about some of the comparisons between old Roblox, which is generally considered about the pre-2018 era, and new Roblox, which is, in a general sense, considered about 2019 to 2018 to the present day. And why a lot of people actually prefer old Roblox better. I discussed the problems with some of these reasons why people like old Roblox better, and I defended the present game a bit, because I feel like a lot of people just complain. For the sake of it, don't really bring up good points, and also a lot of them weren't even around for old Roblox. Now, this may actually come as a surprise to some loyal fans of mine, considering if you watch my channel regularly, you'll notice that I'm actually a huge fan of the previous periods of Roblox. You'll know I've got the Removed Roblox Features series, I play a lot of old games, Mortem Metallum, Vertigo, stuff like that. But there's still a lot of problems that I think do need addressing with new Roblox, because the game is never perfect, and it never will be perfect. As a YouTuber who makes Roblox discussion videos, it's a good idea for me to point out some feedback I have towards the game. I did make a similar video to this in the past about improvements I'd make to Roblox. I don't think that video is that good. It's not one of my best videos. So this is sort of a redo for that. It's sort of a follow-up to my last discussion video. So yeah, let's just get into the video, guys. For most of this video, I'm probably going to be talking about the way games are currently discovered on the platform. More specifically, how this is presented to players. Because one thing I've heard a lot of people talk about is how Roblox games in the modern day are just really bad. People will say it's just all scam games and bot games and cash grabs. And if you look at the front page, for the most part, a lot of the games like that really are. But the thing is, there's a lot of old popular games on the site that still do exist. There's a ton of really great games out there that maybe are just more obscure and more unpopular, which makes it harder for people to discover them. It's not that these games don't exist, it's just that it's harder for people to discover them. So while it is true that Roblox has a lot of less than decent games on the site nowadays, all these really good games still exist, they're just hard to discover. That's my problem with how these games are discovered, because Roblox doesn't actually recommend these obscure games and unpopular games to users, unless you deliberately look around a bit for them, or maybe search for them. And so what ends up happening is a lot of new games on the site just get weeded out due to competition from all these popular games, and never end up getting more than a couple players at a time, which is really a shame, because there are a lot of great games on the site made by new developers. It's just that nobody really finds them. And so there's sort of a repetitive cycle in which the most popular games on the site are the ones that time and time again end up getting recommended to people. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking Jailbreak, Arsenal, Lumber Tycoon, Adopt Me, Royal High, all the big name titles on Roblox. It's not that those games are necessarily bad. A lot of them I really enjoy playing myself. It's just that they're consistently popular, and so consistently get recommended to people over lesser known games. I will admit the games on the front page aren't always consistent, though they do change from time to time, let's be honest. If you look back a year ago, maybe even a couple months ago, you are going to see some really obvious differences. New games appearing, old games going away on the front page. But it's all just popular games for the most part. Yeah, I really don't like the way the recommended system works. On your Roblox homepage, you'll notice there's a recommended for you tab or something like that, which will give you games that are recommended based on what you play or search for on Roblox. Now, the problem with this is that the games on that tab, even if you don't check them out, consistently stay on that tab for a while. Or even if you've played the game before, you'll still get it recommended to you for some reason. Luckily, I've mentioned this a couple times before, there is such an easy way to circumvent this. Just add in a small X next to all the game icons on the recommended tab, like a not interested button, and if you click that, it will swap it out with another game. If that was added, it would be so easy to just discover new games, and once you click not interested, you don't get that game recommended again. That would really almost remove this problem from the platform. because that way you can basically just cycle through your recommended tab until you find something you like. A lot of other platforms do this. YouTube does this. I'm not sure why Roblox hasn't, actually. It's a pretty great idea. Also, Roblox, a couple years back, needlessly removed genre search. For some reason, I don't know why. It was such a serious downgrade to the site when they removed this. This is one of the roots of the current game finding issue. The fact that you can't search by genres you like. Not everyone just likes simulator games or FPSs on the front page. That's not just something everybody likes. So if genre search was brought back, it'd really help out. I myself have found that it's kind of hard to find really good building games on Roblox now that genre search isn't there anymore. And also game search in general is just extremely unmoderated. There's so much like just spammy games, just straight up spam and viruses and condo games that Roblox just does not get rid of for some reason, because they don't really have much manual moderation on the site for some reason. So what happens is this bot ends up not being able to detect a lot of this terms of service breaking content on Roblox. It just ends up getting past the filter, and it takes a long time for this stuff to get removed for some reason. I'd actually like to shout out a game. I play this game a lot. It's actually really fun. You can discover some new games with it. It's called Get Sent to a Random Game. There's some stuff within the base game to do yourself, but basically the main part of the game is you choose a time period on Roblox, let's say 2006 to 2009, 2019 to 2021, and it will send you to a place made within that time period. Lastly, I'd like to dwell on the new corporate approach which Roblox has been taking ever since like 2018. That's no surprise. Let's just get that out of the way. Nobody is denying that. But that being said, it doesn't really ruin the gameplay experience for me, in specific me, unless I let it. Because that doesn't really take away the fun for me. I'll still play Roblox and have fun on the site either way. But it does take away some of the charm of the website, let's be honest, especially since the front page is in a just state of catastrophe right now. Most well-known popular developers are jumping on a money bandwagon, and there really isn't much we can do about this physically, but there is something. And I feel like Roblox would be a much better platform if people were just better in general. If we all just improved ourselves on the site, it would be better. If we just start making our own games, make better games, make better YouTube content, the site would be such an overall better place. And the thing is, that stuff actually is possible because at its core, Roblox isn't really determined by what the Roblox developers want the game to be. All the games on the site are made by the players, so there's a way for us to circumvent all these problems ourselves. In the next video, I'll be talking about an actual serious problem, though, a game-affecting problem. And that's that the price of Robux, the in-game currency on Roblox, has actually been increasing over time. I'll be discussing this in the next video, and who knows, after that, I might make a video on Mortem Metallum. Maybe another collab. I'll definitely make the lore video part 2. You guys seriously liked the lore video. I did not expect it to get that much attention. But yeah, so thank you guys for all the support. I'll see you on the next one.